that all the earth may be replenished by your blessings from heaven. We pray for those who protect us at home and abroad and ask that you keep them safe. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Everybody has a copy of the agenda in front of you. I don't know of any changes. Doug, is there anything we need to change on the agenda?
No.
Okay.
I go back one day.
Second. Doug, seconded by Councilman Clifton.
I'm with you.
All those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, thank you. Minutes from our prior meetings, the May 16th meeting. We have attachment A.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second by Councilman Davis. Any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, thank you. Motion passes. Financial statements, which we've all hopefully had a chance to look over. Attachment B.
Looks very good on paper, you know. Revenue's up and expenses down. Make a motion to be approved.
A second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you. Going into citizens delegation, Mitchell County Development Authority. Anything there?
Paige said she would be coming, maybe just running a few minutes late, but included in your package the Mitchell County Development Authority minutes from May 3rd.
Right.
I can look over those. May come back to Paige a little later.
Okay. Becca Shiver, the Better Hometown Report.
Good evening. How are y'all this evening? Getting that heat out there. I first want to apologize for not attending last month's City Council meeting. It was mine and Cody's 2-year anniversary, and he stole me away for the night to celebrate what has been very long years. 2 years, 2 babies, 3 moves. Anyway, I want to first start off by letting you know that I have been working with the Historic Preservation Commission for certified local government status for the city of Pelham. This opens us up to resources through seminars and journals and magazines and things to help with preservation efforts. Additionally, we will be it opens us up to get more grant monies as well for facade and as well as interior reconstruction, so that anything that we can do to help Pelham maintain the buildings that we have is going to be, let's take it, let's do it. Sorry. I'm also working very diligently on the city database that I have spoken about just briefly, but my hope is to have that completed by October. And I have compiled a bunch of stuff from Paige Shriver, different recreation opportunities. I've gotten every medical group in town and what their services are. I mean, I'm really making good work with getting this all together so that we can then divvy it out among people who have connections within our town for all of us to get on the same page. So that when people call and say, well, what's Pelham about? We can say, well, here are our demographics, and here are our doctors, and here's the recreation opportunities, and we're all saying, or at least have the information in front of us, and being able to tell, we're not making up stuff. Or we also will know, like myself, well, yes, we do have a building that has X number of square feet available, and so can show you in. And My goal is to have that completed by September. Fingers crossed. Next Thursday, Better Hometown program is teaming up with the Chamber of Commerce to host a Slice of Summer community event. We are encouraging everybody to go out, shop with your local merchants, buy local. It is our merchants that's keeping Pelham thriving, and we really want to support our local merchants. They're going to be having great sizzling summer sales. And after you go and shop local, go over to the depot platform and enjoy some free watermelon and sample ice cream that's going to be made by different businesses for an ice cream contest that we're having. And that's next Thursday evening from 5:30 until 7. Shop local. Also, save the date, August 18th, 19th, and 20th. We are putting on a dinner theater. We are putting on the play Fools by Neil Simon, and we're going to do it true dinner theater style, stage set right in the middle of the room and tables set around, and it should be a great night, and tickets will be going on sale very soon for that. So we're excited about being able to bring back another play to get the community together again.
So there'll be a dinner this time?
There will be a dinner this time. So our intention and our hope is to do an appetizer and do a few scenes from the play and then have a break and then serve the dinner and continue on with the play, and maybe doing a dessert reception with the actors post-performance.
How large is the cast this year, do you know?
Do what now?
The cast, how many?
It is a play of 10. So, and it's cast and it's set, and every Tuesday and Thursday evening we're rehearsing, and maybe even some of your local city council members can be featured in our performance, or will be featured in our performance. A good time.
Wait a minute now, what's that?
A good time to go.
What was the name of the play?
The name of the and this is not about the city of Pelham. Maybe, but the play is called Fools, and it's about a man who goes to visit a town where everybody in the town is cursed with stupidness. So again, it's not necessarily.
You're not making it any better.
It's funny. It's really funny.
It is a funny play. I've heard of it before.
And it's written by the very famous world-renowned playwright Neil Simon. So it is not like I went and sat down and tried to write this. Thank God. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys for your support of the Better Hometown program and our efforts, and we really hope that some upcoming events and different things that seem to be in the work are going to continue us on in the great tradition of volunteerism and community support that we've established. So if there are not any questions.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kent with the Chamber of Commerce.
Evening, everyone. Thank you for letting me be here. Apologize for no written report, but the Chamber finances are getting a little better every day, and we're about to the point of being able to get a part-time assistant, so maybe I'll have you more written material later. I do have a couple things to share with you later as far as printouts. If you don't know, the Chamber is very involved with the Joint Development Authority of Mitchell County and Pelham. We're kind of the first point of contact for the hand building, whether that be a wedding reception, a reunion, a party, or potential rental of a space. So spend a good deal of time there. You just never know where life circumstances will take you. I had a phone call today from a young man who was back in this area for the funeral of his aunt, and just so happens he works for the Callaway Foundation, and said, I would really like to see the hand building. So it was a great opportunity to take somebody in there, and being as he was part of the foundation, I took him from the basement to the 4th floor and everything in between. He got some more photos, certainly offered to share some of the photos and stuff that they may have up there that we might not have. So that was a good opportunity. But all that goes along with keeping everything happening over there. That the benefit for the Chamber is we get to use the facility a few times a year at no charge for the Wildlife Festival, auction for the arts, the annual meeting. But in turn, we spend a good bit of time and just trying to do everything we can to promote it. So hopefully something, you never know what will come of anything. So coming up, as Becca was talking about, we've been working together with the Better Hometowns for Slice of Sizzling Summer. You might remember last year we did Sizzling Summer with a promotion for merchants downtown. Got a lot of good feedback that it brought in people that it didn't normally see. We want to try and do something along the same lines this year. From the perspective of working on economic development, it's the goal is to bring people downtown to see Pelham, to have, we're always preaching shop local, so now we go back to all the merchants, and they've got lots of great gift certificates. We've got well over $1,000 in gift certificates that will be given away from this. That all starts, it'll be in the paper on the 22nd. What I did bring you is sort of a sneak preview, Doug, if you wouldn't mind terribly, that's the advertisements that will be in the paper of the different sales. Hopefully, and you all are eligible to, well, you can't register at your own store, Bobby.
Okay.
But you can register everywhere else. So get out, look and see at the deals that are out there. Then as Becca said, it all winds up on the 30th. Come on down to the depot. We have watermelon, hot dogs, chips, lemonade, ice cream contest by our local merchants. We've got, right now, over 15 of them that are going to be making homemade ice cream. It's get out downtown, celebrate, enjoy. The benefit that comes from the chamber by putting this together cumulatively, the advertising that will go out in the newspaper and on the radio station for the merchants, basically I could get them about half the price they would have had to pay if they had to go and buy this independently. So that comes back as a good benefit for them. I encourage all of you to please come out on the 30th. It'd be a real good opportunity to that shake hands, talk to your constituents out there, and make them feel like we want to show them our appreciation. So along with that, everything is moving. We're in the season for wildlife. It's time to get ready for the auction, the Wildlife Festival, and that's right now we're at 20 some odd vendors already signed up, which really for this early in the year is pretty good. I've had a lot of requests from individuals to bring back more of the wildlife aspect that used to be there back in the day, whether it's taxidermy or some of those elements. And I absolutely agree, it'd be a wonderful thing to do. Anybody that would love to volunteer and participate, chair an effort like that, I could certainly use more resources. If we start hanging up deer heads and what have you, it takes a little bit more effort. You've got to have the construction to support the weight and make that kind of thing happen. But we're open to whatever will make it possible. We've expanded trying to get stuff out on the website, on the internet, the emails telling people about what's going on. Here's the opportunities there for you. More advertising on the website, the whole 9 yards. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, unless I have something I can answer for you.
Appreciate it, Kent.
Thank you.
Joint development, anything, Jimmy?
We do have a potential tenant that's interested in part of the Teresa area. I don't know, Kent, have you heard anything in the past 2 days?
Yeah, no, she was supposed to be back in town this week. Professional environment, mental health counseling, so there's the possibility there. So.
Channel food.
But that's the only news as far as potential tenants within the past month. Got several reservations coming up over the next 2 months, so people are renting it as a banquet hall.
All right. Nobody from the school, anything from the school diet? All right, we'll move on into committee reports and council equipment administration committee.
Thank you, Mayor. In your packets, everybody's got attachment C, and I trust we've had an opportunity to look over those with the police report, report from Mitchell County 911, Fire Department, and Animal Control. Any comments or questions about that?
I saw that road tree block, no, just kidding.
Any non-foolish questions?
Qualified.
Okay, the second item, or the fourth item, under the administrative committee is our audit engagement letter. This too was included in the packet. Having considered that it was in our packet, does anybody have any comments or questions about that? Mr. Attorney, do you have any comments or questions about it?
No, sir. I reviewed the engagement letter and found it all in order.
Okay.
Is the fee the same it was last year? You don't know?
It is, it did not increase. Okay. There's no other questions that'll require a motion to approve that.
Are you making it?
I will make a motion that we accept the audit engagement letter as written.
I second.
All those in favor, please raise your hand. Public Works Committee, Councilman Davis.
Now we have, Chad Lee, Stevenson Palmer, engineer, City of Pelham's CDBG sewer stormwater improvement grant. It's for Reynolds inliner, and they're a low bidder. So if everybody's looked at this, there's also $29,474 contingency fund is added to that. And I had one question, and that was, would it require that this contingency fund be used? Would it be required that the city council approve any use of the contingency fund, or will this approval mean that when we approve the amount, will that also include the contingency fund?
It would include an amount up to that, but what Stevenson and Palmer will do, they will submit a change order outlining what the additional money will be used for. And that would have to be approved by my office. But anything that would go above this amount of 10% contingency, we'd have to come back to the council with that. This is well under the budget. Remember, we got a $500,000 grant. This is just a little over $300,000 even with the contingency. But I'm sure we'll be coming back later on to try to spend all of that grant money and have some additional projects once we complete the initial phase for the council to look at to approve.
So with that, I'd like to recommend that we approve this vendor for this project.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you, motion passes.
Other item is to get the city manager to look for a different vendor or search. This different vendor for garbage, and follow through with that, bring it forward to council.
You remember on June the 6th that Viola representative presented you all with a proposal and took with you on the services they would provide and the amounts. And we're in the process of developing an agreement. And what we need to do is have the council approve once that agreement is prepared, and it will be based on that proposal. When the attorney verifies it for legalities, then authorize the mayor to sign the contract so we can get started.
Councilman Davis, is that in the motion then to develop a service agreement?
Develop that, yes.
Okay.
I
I'll second that one also.
All those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you, motion passes. Appreciate that. That finishes our report. Done. City manager's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would just like, I sent out an email Saturday, because I know there are a lot of concerns about the levels of water in our wells. So many wells in the area are drying up. Fortunately, the city of Pelham wells are very deep. We average over 500 feet deep in our wells, but not only is that important, but how far your submersible pump goes into the ground as well. And while we're working on the Hurst Street well, we're going to add 2 more extensions to it to make it go even deeper. Currently, we are about 6 feet, 8 feet at another well below what is normal for us on our water level. So that's not terrible, but again, when you see a pattern developing, you want to start taking precautions. So I urge everyone to adhere to the watering rules for outdoor watering the state of Georgia put out last year, and that is try not to water, you do any outside watering for your plants and lawns except from between 4 in the afternoon to 10 a.m. the following morning. This also gives our pumps a little time to rest because they're steadily pumping during the daylight hour. So any other outside watering, like washing cars or pressure washing, you need to adhere to your standard every other day by your address number. And anyone with questions about that, I'd be happy to help them figure out which days they are based on their address. We also have, of course, 2 large above ground tanks to store water in that we keep full. We also have a ground tank, a smaller, maybe 1,500 gallon tank out at the Chickasaw area. We operate 4 wells total, and all of them we keep a check on a regular basis, and right now the levels are looking good in them. So everyone please do everything you can to conserve water. That includes getting out and making sure you don't have leaks anywhere. It all adds up, because we're using right now, normally we use about 600,000 gallons a day in water, and last month we've been averaging about 800,000 gallons a day, so we've got 200,000 gallons a day more than what we normally are pumping out of the ground. So that's up a good bit. Anyone have any questions about it?
No, I know a lot of the communities that are having problems surrounded completely by farmers that have pivot sprinklers. They got a lot more pivot sprinklers than they ever had before because of weather, and that's drawdown is what causes some of the older wells to they draw the water so low to the end of the well is not submerged in water, and it's caused by a lot of pivot sprinklers. And I don't know the answer to that, but sometimes they don't monitor that too close.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, the rules on outdoor watering only applies to people who are buying their water from a local vendor like a city or a county. If anyone has their own well, it doesn't apply to them. There's really no way to check it.
Anything else, Doug?
That's all I had, unless there's
Doug, I know the Public Works crew is continuing 5 and 6 days a week, maybe even 7, cleaning up and picking up after the storm. I know there's, citizens, there's still a lot in town, but I know they're working diligently. I appreciate all they're doing. Maybe they'll get caught up.
I do too. Like I mentioned in the work session, they had looked so forward to that weekend, Memorial Day, because they had not had a holiday since sometime in February. And then here come the Friday before Memorial Day and the storm hit, and wound up working that night and the weekend too, as well as the police department and fire department joining in. But we were blessed that no one was injured, because we had a lot of damage. Vehicles, homes, streets were full of trees, and something we don't normally see is light poles and power poles snapped. We had plenty of those around.
And then a week later, wind caused a little more damage too. It's getting better out there. I see piles going away. It's just taking a while. Any other questions for Doug or anything else? City manager?
Everything else, Mr. Mayor.
All right. City attorney?
One thing I have, I think y'all have discussed the 2 cemeteries in the city, and trying to be sure, as far as ownership of those and such, and I've been talking to Doug about that, and get some more title work back to him, so it takes a little research to go back that far, and of course the tax offices, they're not taxed, so they don't keep any record of ownership and such, but Doug got some information to me, and I'll go ahead and get something together so I can report back to you.
Okay. Thank you. I don't have a report, so at this time I would entertain a motion to enter into closed executive session to discuss personnel matters.
I'll make that motion.
Second by Councilman Parker. All right. All those in favor, raise your hand. Thank you. If you all would step out into the lobby while we're in executive session, and then we'll send someone out to reconvene. All right. We have, during our executive session, no decision was made, and our discussion was on personnel. And with that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn our regular meeting.
That's my motion. I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. Second by Councilman Parker. All those in favor, raise your hand. Thank you. Motion passes.